Timbuna. Tigare zvakanaka. Yeah. So, nhasi toda kumbobetsera vanhu vari kuda kuita nhombo. Anoti vanhu vazhinji mugona kuti pane asingazvizivi here. Iyi ndiyo subject ine vanhu vanofunga kuti vanoziva vasingazivi. Saka handidi kuita more than 10 minutes nitaura nyaya. Ndongozoishaya my YouTube. Right. Zvakamira so. Musaidhirira subject. Hang on a minute. It's getting dark. Let me see. Right. Ndogadzira screen. But one for already. Yeah. Think and get a color. You're bright. Don't you? Yeah. Yeah. Yay. What? Ndakuita senge yellow bone. Right. Inzwaika vanhu. Subject inoita senge subject. Nozikana sitering na vanhu. But kuna vanhu vazhinji vari kustruggle kuita vana. Ngatimboti zvese zviri okay. Urungostruggle nokuti maybe hauite bonde regularly. Zvandinogona kungoadvisa munhu ari kudaita vana kana uri chidaita mwana nepartner yako. The simplest advice ndingangokupai nhasi. Musandiseka because ndakagutisa ndadya sadza. Ndalazi sadza nhasi ndabika sadza. Samwana dumbu rangu rakafuta musatya. Shangoitika nhasi chete. Tomboti iwo une nguva uchida kuedza kuita mwana. Unoda kuziva kuti when can I become pregnant? First simple advice ndinokupai. The first simple advice I would give. The good thing, we've got a doctor there. Dr. Renita Lashley. She's a specialist, so she'll be correcting me, but I'll be doing it in Shona. She might correct me where I'm getting it wrong. Because she specializes in exactly the subject I'm talking about. So she can get 2 lions to make babies. She can get a lion and a cat to make babies. She can actually turn a leopard into an elephant because she's so good at it, Dr. Lashley. So you'll correct me. First of all, you want to have a baby. You're married. You want to have a baby. Right? You think everything is okay with you and everything is okay with your partner. So you want to have a baby. My advice, this is not scientific, it's from me. My advice is do sex every day in that month. Every day in that month. Don't jump in it. Also jump a day. Eat a daily. By this I'm just saying do it every day. You increase your chances of having a baby by I don't know how much. Because there is only a short period where a person can get pregnant. So by doing it every day, and actually I didn't know. I was reading this book the other day. I discovered that I thought maybe my sperms will survive in a human being for maybe 2 days or 3 days. It's actually 5 days according to the book that I was reading. They say sperms can survive for 5 days. I didn't know that. Dr. Lashley, correct me. I read in this book, what's the name of the book? I can't remember. It's actually saying the sperms can survive for 5 days. I didn't know that. I thought they were 2 days maximum. So if you do every day, surely you're increasing the chances, because if they are gonna survive, each time the egg shall release from the lady, they will have to find some little boy swimming there, swimming towards it. So your chances will be so high. Right. Another method you can use Okay, first of all, we need to know, when can a woman get pregnant? Because many people who are parents right now, who are dads, they became dads by accident. Some of the kids, some of the young girls at 16, they just lost their virginity and became pregnant on the day. And they're like, oh, losing virginity. It's not the losing your virginity that causes you to be pregnant. It's just the timing of your virginity that made you pregnant. Probably you did it on a day when it was meant to be the peak of your boy. Right. In biology, the books that I read when I was doing biology, you used to advise me. They would, what am I trying to say? Right. One of the books that I read, was saying a lady gets pregnant 12 days. Listen, 11 to 16th days before the next period. Just to confuse you. Many people say 11 days after a period. But this book was saying 11 days before the next period. So, looking at it, it means the same thing. If it's 11 days before your next period, it's very likely to be also 11 days after your period. That's me thinking. I'm not very good at biology, so please correct me if I'm wrong. So this book was saying 11 days before the next period. And when I looked at it, I'm like, so it's 11 days after the last day of your period. So when I was making kids myself, I used the 11 days after my period. I'm not trying to say I was right. Only the lady will tell you that. You know what I mean? So as guys, you can always hope. So, toenda kushona, guys, kana uchida kuitisa munhu nhumbu, uchida kuzvara, kuzvarisa mudzimai, ndati inini, the best way, pamwedzi uyoyo, ita bonde daily. It's the safest. Ita bonde daily, maybe ita bonde daily na 2 p.m. daily. Kusvika mheno, unongona munhu akungokurutsa pamwe atomisa period. Why? Because unengwa uchiratidza kuti I'm an amateur. I don't know how to study these days, so I'm just gonna go every day and hope. Like if you're playing golf, there is Tiger Woods who goes like, pow! And then there's me who just go boom and hope, hit and hope. So this first method I'm telling you, you just recently got married, you want to try for a baby. It's called the hit and miss. It's just a hit and hope. You hit the ball. You are not a professional golfer, so you just go poof, and just hope. You see a woman with a belly, right? Then method number 2 is actually calculating the days, then counting. Maybe for a couple of months, you need to check the cycle. That, okay, I know in the every mswa 28. Sometimes I'm not 28. Then next month I know in the mswa 27. Some people do that. Then next month they go mswa 23. Then next month some people do that. So you need to calculate. You need to calculate. Cause we method number 3. Ndiye kutofila ukabata so unonzwa thickness. Unonzwa kunamka. Zvinosiyana. Pazvinenge zviri papic. This side rangu kurwadza, can you imagine? Pazvinenge zviri papic, you're pregnant. So that's method number 3. The other method that you can use is download an app. You can download an app. There are so many free apps now. You can download one app, enter the days where you go on period, and the app will actually... Hello, Tendai Chera. So you can actually download an app and the app will tell you, it will guess. This method, I don't know, many people are not, you You enter information in your cycle, and your length periods are going 7 days, 4 days, unokwanisa kucalculate up ichikubetsera. Haisi 100%, but it helps you. So you're not going to take up to 2 key fertility in a chance up to narrow the days up to maybe 3 days in your monthly. So you can use an app. Some of the people want to use not measuring your basal body temperature. Tatora calendar method. So that's one I said. The other one is called, we've talked about the app, and the third one is an ovulation test. I think this one in Africa will be very difficult because so because my ovulation tests are not detected the 2 most fertile days in a month. They can narrow down to the 2 most fertile days. The day that we said, gonna only rinongo fe machete apa unaita numbuchete. But some people say it's 99% accurate. I'm not sure. This, and it maximizes your chances of getting pregnant. So, and then other people say use. So as a lay person myself, I'll just advise people. As a lay person, I'm not a doctor. Please, I'm not a doctor. Many people like, I've been trying for a baby. I don't know why I've been trying for a baby. My advice is, verenga my days. From the last day of your period, I would say count 11 days, right? From the last day of your period. If you count 11 days, if everything is well, I will not know. But for some, it's 7 days, because now that I've read that paper, 5 days. So I can actually 5 days, you can actually stretch back up to the 7th day after a period. Because if they can live for 5 days, you can even afford to get 7 days. 7 days before, 7 days after your last day of a period. Because I can actually 5 days, which means 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which comes to 12, but pick 12 and 13. And then get actually alive. So it's quite possible you can actually sleep with someone today, and then the person is the dad. Tomorrow, thinking that is the dad when he's not, and the guy who is gonna make you pregnant is the guy you're sleeping with or you slept with before, and you think the guy you're sleeping with today is gonna be the dad. So that's why in Zimbabwe, over 70% of the guys are paying maintenance for their own children without DNA. This is how it happens. So sometimes a lady believes 100%. She actually believes that you're the dad. But if she just made a mistake of sleeping with someone, I slept with him 5 days before. I don't think it's him because my peak day is today. You're wrong. You may actually end up giving someone mwanasiri wake. So, until 11 days, she tangets her teens. Oh, you were not listening. I said, if you want to get pregnant, right? Always ita bonde. I would say 11 days. Before your next period. I would say from 11 days to about 16. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So like that. Yeah. So 11 days before your next period. But I do the other way. So when I'm calculating myself, I'll go like 11 days after the last day of your period. So I don't know if it's the same, but I used to think that 11 days after. But having realized now, oh, these boys can, these swimmers can survive for 5 days according to this paper. It means that you can even afford to do it 7 days after a period. Can make someone pregnant. So, to those who are trying for babies, I know a lot of people have been asking me, Leon, we're trying to be pregnant. Oh, there's a pregnant lady there on TV. So, I wish we could ask her. But a lot of people just do it by accident. So I say to you, to increase your chances, if you're living with your partner, just do it every day for that month. Do it every day. You can't go wrong. Do every day. You can't go wrong. Right. Tomboti Susu, maybe. Because sometimes, honestly, I've seen people who were divorced because a man was telling this lady, guys, stop this system of thinking that if a lady is not getting pregnant, it's her fault. There are so many men who can make children. There are so many men who can bear children. So you guys, you're culturally wrong. Many guys, if they sleep with a lady every day of the month and the lady doesn't get pregnant, they actually blame the woman. I want to get married to someone else. And you know what? By trying to getting married to someone else, you actually run the risk of having kids who are not yours, because the girl that you're sleeping with there is probably having another guy out there. So, and once you tell a girl that you are dumping this lady because this lady doesn't give birth, she does want to be the next lady that doesn't give birth. So she'll increase the chances by sleeping Nana Handy Leon, sleeping anyone, therefore increasing your chances of getting pregnant. So if it happens that maybe you are the one who is not, you could end up celebrating Mwana Siriwako. Some ladies, yes, I also checked that it's quite possible for a person to get pregnant at 50. Ukona muna achita ma regular periods. Asinga jambe so akachingota regular. Even at 55, trust me, they can get pregnant. As long as achinda, I mean, asina roba menopause, achinda my periods on it. So, but the highest chance of getting pregnant is 11th day or now 7th after the last day of a period. So if you want to calculate when your child will be born, you need to add 7 days to the last day of your period. Then add 9 months on top. Do you get the sense? So you are pregnant right now. So you check when was your last day. So you need to know the last day of a period. It's very, very important to know the last day of your period. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for helping me. So you were up here kurudaita nombere we tendai chera. Uneka up ke kenom. So it's 11 days before your period or 11 days after your period, after the last day of your period. But if you want to know when your baby will be due, you add 7 days to the last day of your period plus 9 months. So if your last day of your period was on the 28th of February, let's choose 1st of April, April Fool's Day. That was the last day of your period. So you add 7 days, which is 7 April, plus 9 months. So 7 April plus 9 months. That's when your baby is due. So I hope I've helped you. So guys, those who want to have babies, get into it. Because there's no way of telling you because you see, for 7 days. So, ladies, if you're not sure, go for DNA. Because if any time usatwaita numbo kamborara nevarume 2 are different, there is every possibility kuti umwacho anogona vese unogona kufungira wauno. And you know what I used to think? I used to think a person gets pregnant kana anakirwa zvokunakirwa zvazvo. No, shamwari unogona kuisa musoro chedu katsa nhumbi inobata haizvitsvake kuti wanakirwa kana wanakirwa. Nhumbu has got nothing to do nekunakirwa. Kuita ma-twins manje, it's a tricky one because ma-twins hanzi Leon zvako zvaka maybe saka kuti uite ma-twins manje, usually I'm not a scientist. We've got a scientist here, we've got a biologist there. She might help, but she's not wanting to help. Or she's just reading the comments there. But for the twins, I think you need a next family. Unless you guys go to IVF, I don't want to talk about IVF. It's very expensive, and I don't even know much about IVF. I know this one. So can I just say my twins, manja? You know, I've noticed. Remember, it's not proven. It's just me. I always try to be smart, you know. Pama twins, if your family kune ma twins or kwamai vake kune ma twins, usually I always see it. Vane muridzi nema twins vanongoramba vachidzika vachingoita ma twins. Vane muridzi kwedu isusu ma twins are not netsei, but my mom was the twins before. So, but it's quite possible to, and if I get my twins, but maybe my nino wanga get my twins. But kwa baba kwa my twins, tawandera kwa mbuya Panasekuru, Buya, quite fun. So the materials for twins. Nah. But kuna my families are not my twins, triplets, yes. Chinongaita mbudzi zvazo kune dzimwe mbudzi dzaroka dzokuzvara vana 3 4 2 3 2 dzimwe dzongoita mwana 1. So I think that's it. Thank you so much, guys. I was just trying to help those who may want to be trying for kids, for children. So it's very, very important to know your dates. I love twins. May I always pray, Lord, please make me have twins. I love twins. Really love to have twins. I just, you know, I used to love what see my wife. Now I'm not single, I'm not married, so one twin there breastfeeding, sleeping there, holding the bladder. Yes, I love twins, but they're very expensive. Twins are very expensive. So now I'm at an age where I don't want to be. I don't want my kids to be embarrassed when I'm 50 and I'm walking like this, going to the nursery, and the kids go, Dad, you don't need to come in, please, because they're embarrassed by me. That's why I try to be cool. Try to be cool, because, you know, imagine going to pick your kids from school and the kids are embarrassed to see you. And is that your dad? Is that your granddad? No, it's my dad. It's my dad. I'm just so. Thank you, guys. That was the topic today. I just wanted to maybe, I don't know if I've helped anyone, but for me, I've always calculated this way: 11 days after the last day of a period, the chances of getting pregnant are very high. From the 11th day to the 16th. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, and also in science, this book is saying 11 days before the next period. So usually 11 days after the period is also 11 days before the period. So I think so. If I'm wrong, correct me. So, yeah. Happy. Hopefully, we'll see you guys pregnant one day and you'll be like, so thank you so much, guys. So when you get pregnant, come and thank me and say, Leon, I became pregnant 11th day after my period. We had sex all day and I got pregnant. I'll be like, yeah, I'm now a doctor. Of course, as someone who studies psychology, I want to be a psychologist, but no, not a biologist and stuff. But I think I'm I'm 75% sure what I've just told you might help you get pregnant. if everything is okay. Pane kamuitiro wako kandingangoda kukudza akasi scientific but regaindireke mukati memukadzi mune kanhu kakaita kanhu kari mukati. No, another day ndandichakuudzai zvinhu. I think anyway, let's just leave it. That 11th day before your next period or 11th day after your period. But remember, if you do 7th day, you can add another 5 days, because these boys, once they survive for another 5 days. I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know that until now when I read that article. Oh, so actually sperms can survive for 5 days. I didn't know that. Although it's 3 days maximum, but 5 days. I wonder why people are not getting pregnant. If these guys can survive for 5 days, which means we're not going to do it on the moon period. Those are situations. So I think whenever I not a period in this week or a period in 2 weeks' time, those are the highly fertile ones. Because and I period like today, or a period in 20, that one even my periods are not a number, because cycle actually can. I think also those ones do not my twins. I think so. Type Z circulation no jamba. Pesa bongo pinda chete mbango. Very likely to get her pregnant. So thank you so much, guys. So that's what I want. Someone came to my inbox and said, how can we get pregnant? We're trying. There's so many people who are at the age of 38, 39, and 40 that are now really, they don't mind now. They just want to have babies. They don't care with who, as long as the baby is going to be healthy. About a healthy baby, I don't know. Try to be very active and go gym and eat healthy. That's all I can. I'm not a, listen, guys. If this is just my knowledge. I've not read it anywhere. So don't, if I get it wrong, don't kill me. Okay? I'm just giving you advice from my own knowledge. I wasn't the most amazing biology student. I wasn't. I'm good at psychology. Now psychology in Dopang. But this little knowledge that I have is the knowledge that I also think helped me have kids in the house. So, assuming, and I'm 100% sure. I'm almost 100% sure that if I want someone to get pregnant, if I sleep with them on the 11th day after their period to the 16th day after their period, I will make them pregnant. And I'm also assuming that I'm healthy and my sperms are healthy. So this is subject to how healthy you are. Sometimes, guys, let me tell you something. I think sometimes nothing wrong with the guy, nothing wrong with the man, with the lady, but when you do it, you don't get pregnant. And this, I'm not saying spiritually in the Bible here that they were cursed, they were what. No, I'm just saying. Kuno momuno utanoita 10 years anewe achitazoita pregnant. Agorowa nekamwe Gambian 1 minute agoita pregnant. Cannot agorowa nekamwe kam Somalian 1 minute agorowa my triplets. So tongoti iropa raramba kufambira nandi. Kana tingati pamaidira pasiripo. I don't know. So that's all I have today. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Andy Leon. You'll find some of these videos on YouTube. Because I've navigated myself in the Gadi. YouTube. So this is where all my lives are, on YouTube. So it's almost time for match of the day. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Those who didn't watch me when I started, you can play this again and again and watch this video later. Okay. Actually, this thing is quite good. Actually, it makes me look good. This, because when I press that, what? And when I smile, makes me look good. It makes me darker. Darker. Nice. Makes my eyes big as well. Yeah. So now when I do my lives, I can change. If I have this colorful t-shirt, I can change. Or add this. You see? Or I can just switch it off and say bye. Isn't this nice? Bye bye, everyone. Wararamushe.